What's up, faders? Welcome to yet another action-packed episode of Got Faded Japan. I am your host, Johnny.
Hi, and I'm Missy.
That's right. And as you fine folks know, Got Faded Japan is about two dudes, booze.
And Japan in the news.
What the heck? You did it? Holy smokes. Oh my goodness, you got it.
Yes.
Well, it took Tom about 6 months to get it. And so for you, it took about a month and a half. So you know what? Come by.
Thank you.
Come by.
Yeah, I was self-conscious about each episode, just whatever, blurting out Tourette's level, anything. And it is Japan in the news.
Yeah, it is. You got it. Yeah,
What's
Japan and the
what
news.
was wrong with me? There you go.
You were wasted.
This is true.
You were really wasted. You were drinking all day for 3 days. You were wasted. See, I have a couple of beers before the show. Sometimes I do drink a little bit too much before the show, but it's just like, I'm setting up, then one thing leads to another, and I'll have one beer and another beer and another beer. Before I know it, I'm like, holy smokes, I've had 4 beers. Time to do the show.
Well, 4 beers, then I just feel normal and very sober.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. When I first started doing the show, like me and the first original co-host, like we were both really nervous because at that time, nobody was doing a podcast in Japan. This is like 2009. We had a camera in front of us. We had the microphone. We're like, what should we talk about? Let's talk about sushi. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Nobody knows anything about sushi, right? And so we get really nervous and we just like drink a lot of beers. We drink like a 6-pack before the show. And then from there, we drink an additional 2 more 6-packs and then maybe do a couple of shots of, what was it? It was Teacher's Whiskey. For all you old school faders out there, you're like, yep, that's exactly what you did. My liver hurts.
Bad.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of drinking, Missy, I had a situation that happened to me recently. When I go home from Ebisu to Nakameguro, I walk down what's it called, Komazawa Dori, and along Komazawa Dori, way in the outskirts of it, there's like this one bar that has this big sign that says international beers, and they have like pictures of all these delicious international beers, and some of them are my favorites. I mean, they'll have like Beck's and some other German beers, and they'll have like Anchor Steam, and I've always wanted to go in there, but I'm always walking home late at night, and it's just like I don't want to go to the bar that late at night and whatever, unless I got some friends that are in there or something like that. It's always been bad timing, except for last Tuesday. Last Tuesday, I was walking down the street, going home, and it's like maybe like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm kind of tired, but it's not too late. And there's a guy standing in front of the bar, and obviously he worked at the bar. He was wearing like the outfit, the uniform, whatever. He had like this, he looked like a bartender. Anyway, so he's like, oh, come on in. He's speaking English. I'm like, oh, you speak English? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool, man. You know what? I've always wanted to go into this bar. I've always wanted to go in the bar, because I mean, I love international beers. Of course, I love Japanese beers, except for the brand new Asahi Super Dry, which we're drinking right now, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But I love international beers. And so I wanted to go in there. And right before I walked in, I asked him, I said, hey, is there like a sitting charge? And then he looked at me and he goes, well, no, but you have to order 2 dishes of food. And I'm like, well, how much is like a dish of food? And he's like, a dish of food is anywhere from 800 yen to 1,200 yen, which is basically $20. You got to get $20 worth of food just to enter the bar and start drinking. And I'm thinking like, dude, I'm going to spend maybe $40, Yongsen yen worth of beer, like drinking, right? Can I bypass that? He's like, no, you have to order food. And I was like, this is baloney. I'm not hungry, but I'm thirsty. Let me just come in and drink. And he's like, no, you have to order food. And then I turned around and I walked out of the bar.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Fuck that noise.
I know. So do you know the history of like the sit down charge or the swate charge? You don't know the history of it? Okay. I don't know the history either, so I'm going to make it up. Okay. In the 1980s and the 1990s, Japan, especially Tokyo, had the bubble, the financial bubble. And at that point in time, people in Japan were making so much money. There's money everywhere in Japan, right? And at that time, Japanese people started taking luxurious vacations and traveling around the world and just enjoying life. And the restaurant business in Japan became oversaturated with people because people had money. And when you have money, you don't eat at home. You go to a restaurant. You go there with your wife or friends or girlfriend, whatever you do. You know, you just go out to restaurants. You spend a lot of money, right? And it got so crazy at that point in time where basically they started charging people to come in just so they can make more money, and also to kind of get people to like not come in because too many people are coming in. Now I just made that up, but does that sound realistic?
Why not?
Why not? It's totally not true. I just made that up. Don't talk to your friends and be like, you know what I heard I got paid in Japan? There's a sitting charge and it all started in the 80s. No, you're not going to sound smart. You're going to sound stupid. Google it. Because what are your friends going to Google and be like, no, that's not right. It all started right after World War II because there's no restaurants. And so the restaurants needed people to come in and they needed to make money. Maybe that's it. Maybe they needed people to come in and they didn't have a lot of money, the restaurants. So basically they started charging people just to sit down just so they can make a little extra money, because in Japan, there's no tipping system. Oh shit, maybe that's it. Quote me on that one. But anyway, I right now, as of today, want to abolish this system.
Yeah, it's bullshit. You know what it is? It's probably like they don't want someone to go in there, order one drink and sit there for 5 hours. You know, of course, they wouldn't have that problem with like us, you know, because we drink, but I think there's a lot of people do that. So all they have to do is be like, okay, well, I don't know, like there's a, you know, several hour limit of, you know, whatever drink. Like, okay, you can one drink every 3 hours is the minimum or something. I'd rather go to a place that has that, if anything. Well, firstly, I don't like rolls, but if there were to have rolls, that's better than order 2 plates of food that you don't want to eat. Yeah, fuck that, right?
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I'd rather have like a drink minimum. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You got to have at least 5 drinks. I'm like,
yeah, I'm down for that.
5 drinks.
Thank you for the motivation. Yes. Okay.
How much time do I got? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. A food charge? And you know, whenever they have like a food charge where you're forced to order the food, you know, that food is like a fucking microwavable food.
Yeah.
You know, it's never good food. You're like, wow, this is delicious. I've never had bar food this delicious before, you know? Yeah, actually, there's one bar that has magnificent food in Ebisu. It's What the Dickens.
Oh, I love that place. The food there is fabulous.
Oh my God, their meat pie is so awesome. Yeah. Oh God. Faders, if you're in Japan or if you're coming to Japan, because now you can kind of come to Japan now, definitely go to What the Dickens and order a couple of pints and eat the food. Yes. That place has great bar food. Wow. But the place that I walked into, I mean, they had a lot of great beers. And the beers, I don't know, I don't remember the price was. I mean, it didn't really matter because I wanted to drink the beers. I would have paid anything, right? But yeah, food, I can't justify that. I really can't justify that. Like, I'm forced to order like what? A hamburger and a salad just so I can have like 6 beers. Dude, I'm gonna have the hamburger, whatever. I don't even know what the food is, karage or something. But once I eat that, I'm like, oh, I'm kind of full. I don't want to drink anymore. Bye, peace. You know, you just lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Because when I go to a bar, I like to enjoy myself, you know, and having like maybe like 5 or 6 beers, that's great, you know?
Yeah.
Unless they had like real pints, then I probably would have had 3 or 4.
Yeah, I wish I miss like nice beers at the fucking pub. Now you have me hating on this too. Now I can't look at this and just feel good anymore.
Wait, what are we looking at for the audio?
At the crappy new recipe soup, Asahi Super Dry. Everybody, Johnny hated it first. Now I'm starting to hate it with a passion myself.
And you just bought a 6-pack of tall, big boys. Look at this.
I did.
I don't know why. Like when you came in with that, I was like, oh my God, she found the old school ones.
I know, I wish.
And look at this. Peters, I talked about this in the last podcast, but I mean, for you guys that are watching on Twitch, or if you guys are watching on YouTube, whatever, if you look right here on the new can of Asahi Super Dry, there's a chart on the beer that shows you visually that this beer tastes better.
Yeah. Yes,
I shit you not.
A real scientific chart right there.
It's ridiculous. It says this beer tastes better. Look, here's a chart just so you can tell. You know, I would use my taste buds. I'm like, oh, this tastes better. But no, it tastes terrible. You know what this tastes like? It tastes like, I don't know. Like if you took like a whiz and you just left it in like the toilet water, and then you waited a couple of days, and then you poured a cup of that into like another cup, and you fill that up with 50% water. So it's 50% whiz water from the toilet and 50% of like normal water. And then you drink that. it's probably the same.
Yeah.
It's probably the same,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, seriously,
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe there's a damn chart.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. Have you heard of any kind of like restaurant or any kind of like company that said, hey, listen, this one tastes better because we have a chart that says it tastes better. Look, right. I've never heard of that.
No, the person who made it was drunk.
Yeah. You know what we need on this label? A chart. Everybody loves numbers and charts. Well, then again, this is Japan. People here are really good with math.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Dude, my wife says she's terrible with math and she does my taxes. She's like, okay, Johnny, give this to the accountant. I'm like, you pretty much did like a lot of it. Like she puts everything in nice charts. Dude, we give it to our accountant. Our accountant's like, oh, so good. I'm like, yeah. Like, I think our taxes are so well organized that he can do our taxes in like 5 minutes. I should just have my wife just do my taxes. I don't know why I have an accountant right now.
Yeah.
But she is good with math. But yeah, so I guess like people here just love charts. Look at that. Look at that. It's crazy. That's so crazy. Hello, faders. Thank you very much for tuning in to this special episode of Got Faded Japan. I am your host, Johnny. And when I'm not creating podcasts, there's nothing more than I enjoy than to be in my studio or at a cafe or in a park somewhere with a hot cup of coffee creating art. I love art. Art is my life. It really is. And I think art changes how I feel. It changes the way I think. It opens my mind to different ideas. And when I have a big piece that I created on my wall, it changes the environment of the room. It changes how people think when they're in the room. Art on your walls makes your life more enjoyable and more creative. It makes you more creative. I think art is the best thing in the world for me, and I would love to share my artwork with you. So if you have a couple of minutes, please come on down to thespiltinc.com. That's my website. My artwork is there. If you want to purchase my artwork, you can purchase it there, or if you want, you can go down to my Etsy page. I have a lot of work there that's very reasonably priced. Or if you'd like to commission me to make some art for you, if you have something in mind that's very special for you, it would be my pleasure and my honor to create something for you. Art is my life, and it's my gift, and I would love to share my gift with you. Please enjoy some of these other paintings that I've created, and I look forward to meeting you sometime soon on the internet. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for tuning into Got Faded Japan. Enjoy the rest of the episode. Thank you. Oh, anyway, so yeah, Asahi Super Dry. Boo!
Well, no, I mean, the reason I got this is because Asahi, I'm just so used to like just going for when there's no Budweiser, the Asahi. It's just what I do, right?
Yeah.
And it's like I drank out all the Budweisers at the store again today. You know what's really funny? You know that comedian Shane Smith? He's like this like face tattooed, throat tattooed guy.
Oh my god, yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
And so like I was just watching his stand-up right yesterday, and he does this bit about like I'm drinking so much Mountain Dew that when I go to the 7-Eleven, they call me Mountain Dew guy. And he's like, do you know how much Mountain Dew you have to drink to not have the nickname throat tattoo guy? And I'm just like, dude, I can guarantee you that 7-Eleven across the street, I'm Budweiser girl and not throat tattoo girl. Like I guarantee it. Because every time those people are like those, they're probably like that fucking asshole girl. We have to carry all the Budweisers out from the back and put it in the shelf just because she keeps fucking coming here. I guarantee it, dude. And it just cracked me up yesterday when I was thinking about that.
Wait, wouldn't it be better to be called throat tattoo girl than Budweiser girl? Budweiser girl does not sound cool at all.
Fuck yeah, I don't want to be Budweiser
That's
girl.
like the worst nickname.
Dude, I'm sad about the amount of Budweisers I drink. This is sad.
This is sad. I mean, this is like the 1980s. Budweiser girls are like those really hot model girls, and they're hanging out with Spud McKenzie, the dog. Was it Spud McKenzie? Spud McKenzie, the dog, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it is sad. So how about tomorrow we start not drinking?
Okay, we talked about this. We did,
but that we were supposed to not drink earlier a few days ago.
Okay, all right. Well, we talked about it then, and then we both fucked up.
So let's talk about it now.
All right. You introduced this to the faders.
Okay, so Johnny and I are thinking about 30 days of sobriety starting. Dare I say tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Monday. I can't drink on Monday.
Oh yeah, me neither. Okay. All right, fine. Tomorrow, there. Yay.
I shouldn't be drinking this late at night right now. I gotta wake up at 6. Oh no, my Siri just went off. Oh my gosh, how do I turn off Siri on my Apple Watch phone thing?
I don't own one.
Did I do? Oh no, it just happened again. Dude, how old do I sound? This Apple Watch phone thing, wrist thing. This magical cube on my wrist.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, the magical cube.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The Rubik's Cube of power on my wrist that can tell time in the future and knows everything about anything. Shit, you got to be careful. You know, me and Scott were doing a podcast and somehow he said the S word.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden it's like, you just bought a house. And he's like, what? He didn't buy a house. I'm exaggerating, but yeah. So, okay. So 30 days sobriety. Okay. Yeah. Oh man, it's spring. Okay. So what day is today? Today is the 13th. Mm-hmm. So the 13th of January, March. 13th of April. So that means for all the cherry blossom things. Oh God, you know, okay.
Should we try for a week of sobriety?
Oh, I can easily do a week.
Okay, well, I can't.
All I gotta do is work. As long as I work, I can't drink, you know?
Well, I don't work. That's the problem.
Well, your jobs are different from my jobs. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna deal with clients and go out with clients. Yeah, if I'm out with a client, the client's like, okay, we're gonna go to a Nihonshu bar. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't go there. Well, let's go to Starbucks. And he's gonna be like, Johnny, you're a pussy. I'm like, oh man, don't call me that. But okay. How about all right, a month of sobriety. Okay, all right. Okay, we gotta have like rules. Mm-hmm. Okay, a month of sobriety is cool unless it's a work-related thing where you're forced to drink.
No, we might as well not do this.
Well, that means, yeah, I can drink and you can't pretty much. Oh, okay. I can do 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I can do 2 weeks because if somebody wants to have like a drinking meeting or something like that, I can like postpone and be like, I'm sorry, this week is not good for me, but you know, a week after that is good or something. So I can do 2 weeks. Can you do 2 weeks of no alcohol whatsoever, except for kombucha? Kombucha's got a little bit of alcohol in it.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
That doesn't count. No. Thank God, I drink a lot of kombucha.
I think I can do 2 weeks, right?
Sure. Yeah. Well,
I'm asking you. I can't even ask myself.
What am I your liver now? I'm like, yeah, sure, you can do it.
I'm getting very nervous right now.
Oh, are you shaking already?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. 2 weeks.
I was too drunk to go to AA last week, so I bailed on that situation.
You were supposed to go there with Tom.
I know.
I talked to Tom today, and he's like, yeah, we're supposed to go to AA, but she called me when she was drunk, and I was drunk, so it's probably not a good idea. I was like, Jesus, Tom. Oh, Avatar Assassins. Oh, what's up? Avatar Assassin on Twitch. Awesome.
What is he saying?
He's saying, what up?
What up? Yep.
Oh man, kampai. Okay, I'll go 2 weeks. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now 2 weeks. Okay, let's do like 2 weeks by 2 weeks. Now, if we do 2 weeks, there's no like prize or anything, right? Okay. Because we're kind of losers for not being able to go 2 weeks. But this is Japan. Whenever you go on with anybody, you got to drink, right? So, okay.
Sure.
Kind of. So, okay. All right. We go for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And if we do that, totally cool. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. There's no penalty. There's no prize. Mm-hmm. But after that, if we can go 3 weeks, not 4 weeks. So if we can go 3 weeks of no drinking alcohol whatsoever, then in that case, then there's got to be a penalty or a prize. And we kind of discussed this last week. We're just shooting the shit and we're talking about this. So, okay, what is the penalty and what is the prize, Missy?
So the prize is we all go out for a steak dinner.
Yeah.
But the penalty, we did not discuss. What should it be?
Okay. I say this. Okay. Starting tomorrow, if we can go 3 weeks without drinking any alcohol whatsoever, except for kombucha, what's going to happen is you and your friend and me and my wife, we get together and then we have a steak dinner and basically we split it 50-50 if we both can make it. But if you drink alcohol and I don't drink alcohol, that means you and your friend have to pay for me and my wife's steak dinner.
Yes.
Now, the thing is, if I drink alcohol, and you don't drink alcohol, then switch, right? Then I have to pay for you and your friend's steak dinner.
Fair.
And we're going to have the steak dinner at the one and only what?
Ribera.
What is Ribera?
Ribera is the Wrestler Steakhouse in Nakameguro.
Hell yeah.
It is phenomenal. So every single wrestler who's anybody has to go to that steakhouse. So, I mean, there's so much history there. And they have all these photos on the wall of every single wrestler that's been there at Ribera. Oh, it's great.
Everybody's been there. Every wrestler's been there. I mean, the only wrestler that hasn't been there was Andre the Giant.
Oh, really?
What is he? Has he been there?
I don't know.
I didn't see his photo. They got like 100 photos of all the pro wrestlers that have been there from like overseas. And I've seen all, I looked at, I was like, oh, Jake the Snake. Oh, Hulk Hogan. Oh my goodness. Everybody's, but I've never seen, I've never seen, whatchamacallit, Andre the Giant.
Yeah, let's go and look further.
So when we go there, we're going to have to try to find Andre the Giant. Oh, that'd be so awesome if we went there. Oh my God, that's so special. It's such a special place. It's Ribera is the pro wrestling steakhouse of pretty much Japan, if not Asia.
I think it's the only
world
wrestling steakhouse that I know of in the world. Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's awesome.
So, and it happens to be in Nakameguro, and it's run by Japanese people, and they play like country western there and stuff. It's
old
just like
school country western.
Yes, old school country. It's like, how does stuff like this exist in Japan? It's so cool.
Because Japan's awesome. Oh my goodness. Okay, so all right, are we really gonna do this? I'm gonna lose so much weight.
It was your idea first.
Well, because you're like, my liver hurts. And I'm like, oh my God. I can't have another co-host go to rehab. Oh God. Tom, after the whole Tom situation, it's like, man, I drink way too much. I'm like, yeah, I know, it's part of your charm. Oh my gosh. So I can't let that happen again. So this is my safety net, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's bad today. Like right when you walked in the house today, I was on the phone with my first ex-husband, right?
Oh, I love that guy.
David, what's up?
What's up, David?
And I was telling him the Shane Smith thing. I'm like, I think I'm Budweiser girl. I'm not throat tattoo girl. It's so sad. And then he goes, oh, it sounds like you should do stand up in AA. And I was like, burn. Oh, that's so sad.
Stand up in AA? I didn't know you could do that.
No, but because Shane is like a stand up comedian, right? And I'm like, oh, he and I are so similar, dude. And then he's like, no, because Mountain Dew is fine. You need to do stand up in AA. And I was like, I need to go fucking kill myself right now. It's so depressing.
No. See, I disagree. I think Mountain Dew is so much worse than beer.
Really?
Dude, there's like all sorts of chemicals in there and sodium and sugar.
We're drinking GMO.
Okay. All right. Asahi Super Dry right now is like the worst beer in Japan. Okay.
And nobody drank a bunch of Mountain Dew and then like had the shakes the next day.
Maybe no, I completely disagree. I think if you drink Mountain Dew all day, you're gonna wake up in like a fucking diabetic coma.
Oh, okay. All right, that's true. Okay, yeah.
Diabetes. That's no good, man. Mountain Dew, there's nothing good at Mountain Dew. Beer at least has like.
At least it makes you feel good. Mountain Dew doesn't make you feel good for all that fucking sugar. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Beer has like barley. Barley's good. That's wheat. That's carbs. You need carbs.
Yes.
And
there's sustenance.
And this right here has a lot of water in it. It's a very watery now. So there's a lot of water.
It is very hydrating.
Yeah. Hydrating. And let's see. How much alcohol is in here now? Is it the same 5.5? Or is that? Let me see. Alcohol. Wait. 5%. It used to be 5.5. Now it's 5.
Oh, see, now I even further hate the goddamn recipe. Goddamn your soul, whoever did this to Asahi.
It was the best beer in Japan. Asahi Super Dry used to be number one.
Favorite beer.
Absolutely. Yeah. I used to drink it religiously. I called it silver bullets. I was like, the silver bullets. Oh, yeah. Now I'm just like, ugh, silver toilet water. Oh, God.
Oh man, everyone needs to go on Instagram and check out that poem you wrote about when you got all sad when you first drank this. It was so funny. It was cracking me up so much. Like that was like the best poem I've ever read.
Have you ever seen that commercial from the 70s of like the Indian, the Native American? That's he's like standing like in the forest or whatever, and then he sees like some trash. And all of a sudden, like one tear drops.
Yeah.
That was me after my first drink of this. I was like, And my stone cold face stayed the same, and just one tear just like produced went down. I was like, it's all over. It's all downhill now.
Yeah.
It's the end of humanity. People right now, everybody's all worried about nuclear war, dude. I've talked to like 3 people today. They're like, oh, nuclear war is happening. Nuclear war, it's all over. This, that, and the other thing. And I'm just like, oh God, you're worried about that? I'm worried about Asahi Super Dry. I'm still pissed off. Nuclear war? Who cares about that? Asahi Super Dry. I mean, God, it's like, geez, it's like having something for so good for so long, and then it just disappears. And you're just like, no. It's like love, you know. It's better to have experienced love than to not experience love at all. And I guess I did experience love with this beer, and I guess it's a good thing that we got to experience it.
Yeah, you really don't know what you're missing until you lose it.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't put your arms around a memory.
No, that's true.
Don't try.
God, that's so sad. This beer sucks.
I'm sad. Yeah.
There's a fucking chart. I think they think the public's completely stupid.
Yeah.
Like, we better put a chart on here. We put a chart on here, maybe we'll sell more. Oh my God. Oh, that's terrible. All right, let's drink all this beer tonight.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then we'll never drink Asahi Super Dry ever again until they bring back the formula.
Okay, yes. Yes, I'm boycotting this. So it's Budweiser's, and I have to pick a next beer now.
Kirin's pretty good.
When I finish that off. I don't know. Kirin, Sapporo, Ebisu.
Oh, Ebisu's good. It's a little more expensive.
This is heavy for me. If I have to choose new beer, it's going to be like my 3rd marriage. So I can't just run into this.
See, Ebisu is good, but it's a little more expensive, and it adds up within a week. You know, I mean, if you drink as much as we do, I mean, that's like an extra like $50. Yeah. It's like, oh man. So yeah, that's a tough call. God, I really have to think about what my next beer is going to be after this challenge.
Oh yeah.
I guess we have 3 weeks to think about it.
Yes, we do.
3 weeks. All right, so 3 weeks. Okay, so every day I'm going to dedicate half an hour. All right. Or maybe we become beer snobs and we only get like craft beer.
Yeah.
We start going to like the tap room. We only drink like, was that the Bad Beard beer?
Well, yeah, okay. The only reason that I'm doing the Budweiser thing and everyone gives me shit for it is because
They do.
I
get shit from it too. Like I was gonna post that picture, but I sent it to a couple of faders, and they're like, "Don't post that picture."
Well, I'm like, "What?" Just say Missy drank all of them. Everybody needs to know out there. I drink Budweisers because I'm allergic to a lot of things. I have like an autoimmune disorder, and if I drink yeast and stuff willy-nilly, like I just die. And Budweiser's pasteurized and it's very safe. So sorry.
Safer. But wait. So what happens if you drink, let's say you drink like a Heineken, what will happen? Does your skin get all itchy or some shit?
Oh, I get flu-like symptoms for about 3 days straight.
From drinking Heineken?
Well, Heineken is okay, but if I drink enough craft beers,
yeah.
Like literally like flu symptoms. Like I will like shit my pants.
We don't want that. Actually, there's a couple of faders out there. They're like, if we sign up for Patreon, is there no, that's not going to happen.
No, don't make me drink this stuff, please.
You know, there's a lot of faders that want to come to Japan once they open the borders. Yeah, I've been getting like tons of emails.
Well, there's that, and if whoever buys that NFT that got faded Japan logo, you get to drink with me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I'll put that in the show notes too. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Okay, what if hypothetical situation? Somebody buys the NFT and like they send you a message like, "Hey Missy, I bought the NFT and I want you to drink craft beer. Would you do it?" No. You're like, bitch. No, I'm only drinking Budweiser.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. All right. I was just throwing that out there just in case, because I know who listens to the show. Not all of you guys, but I've conversed with quite a few of you guys.
Do I have a secret admirer out there who wants me to drink craft beer?
I don't know about. You've got a couple of secret admirers out there for sure, but
I mean,
craft
that
beer,
you know about.
Yeah,
and you haven't told me.
I think I told you about like 2 of them.
Well, yeah. So by secret, I meant, are there more?
Well, I mean, then it's a secret. That's secret to me.
That's
People just love you. They don't love me. But fuck you, Johnny. We're only here for Missy and Tom. Yeah, Tom used to be. No, Tom. He's coming back actually.
When?
Next week. Next week, Tom's coming back. Tom's coming back. Yeah, he's got a new job. He lost the other job, and then he got a new job. So okay, so every time I talk to him, he's sober, kinda. So like he just tells me all these weird stories about trying to find jobs in Japan. But he's got this really unique job that he wants to talk about. So I'm not going to say anything else until he's here and stuff. But he wants to be on the show, and he wants to do a completely sober show. So yeah, which is going to be great because you know we're not going to be drinking for 3 weeks. So yeah.
Okay.
2 weeks, and then we're going to go the extra week just to see if we can.
Yeah. Okay.
I can do 2 weeks. I can do 2 weeks. I can do it. I can do 2 weeks. I can't do it.
Oh, no.
I got to get a loan to go to this restaurant. Oh my God. But the steaks at that restaurant's awesome. Oh my God. They're so good.
It's worth it. Yeah, it is expensive, but it's worth every penny. I think they're my favorite steaks in Japan.
It's the only Japanese restaurant that I know that has a steak challenge.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
If you eat like 5 pounds of steak in 50 minutes or something, plus the rice.
5 pounds of steak.
Is it 5 pounds? Is it like?
I think it's 5 pounds.
It's like
so.
One huge or 2 huge steak. I don't know. Like, all right, I don't want to say that. Like, I don't want to say what it is, but
from what I remember, now I might be wrong, but I think it's 5 pounds of steak and 2 pounds of rice.
See, the rice is going to be the kicker.
That's the killer, yeah.
Because you can eat that meat. You're like, hell yeah, this is awesome. Then all of a sudden you finish. It's kind of like that movie, The Great Outdoors with John Candy. He's like, oh yeah, I did it. And they're like, you gotta eat the grizzle. He's like, oh no, you gotta eat the grizzle. So the grizzle in this case would be the rice.
That movie in like ages.
Oh, it's such a good movie. The Great Outdoors with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd.
Oh, I love
my
both
God.
of them. So I need to watch that again.
John Candy, he was great.
Yes, he was.
He was great. Awesome. Dan, the thing is, they're both Canadian.
Really?
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd and John Candy are both Canadian. I wonder which part of Canada they're both from.
Oh, there's a lot of really funny Canadians. I mean,
Jim Carrey too.
Yeah,
he's Canadian.
Favorite actor of all time. So
yeah, he's Canadian.
Tom Green.
Oh, Tom Green, who is on the show. He's actually, he was Canadian.
Oh, okay.
He turned into American. He changed
Jim
his.
Carrey is American now too. So.
Is he really?
Yeah.
What did they do that for tax reasons? I was probably really.
Probably, yeah. I mean, why not? You know, if you're living in LA or wherever they live.
I wonder if Dave Foley's American right now. He's been living in America for like what, 30 years? The guy from Kids in the Hall.
Kids in the Hall. Yeah.
Yeah, he was funny in Kids. Oh God, Kids in the Hall was great.
Yeah.
Do you have the DVDs?
I don't.
You don't? You've got a lot. You got an impressive DVD collection.
I got a bunch of Saturday Night Lives, but no Kids in the Hall.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's great. Well, on that note, I think it's time to get into the news.
Okay.
You want to get in the news? You want to do this? Okay, let's chug these beers because these are the last beers we're going to chug.
I'm getting nervous.
I'm not nervous.
Why? I'm going to miss you.
I'm scared.
I'm going to miss you.
I'm really worried. I'm worried I'm going to have to pay a lot of money. Okay, here we go. All right, cheers. Kanpai. Okay, this is.
Oh, that was not delicious. Let me have another one.
Oh, that was terrible. Why do these taste so bad? Why did they change the formula? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? Oh, there's got. You know what this tastes like? You know what this tastes like? I'm going to be honest, all right? All right. Baders, if you really want to drink the brand new Asahi Super Dry, all you got to do is go into your bathroom, brush your teeth, use a little bit of mouthwash, gargle, and then go into the kitchen and drink a full glass of orange juice. There you go. That's the new Asahi Super Dry. Hey, Kanpai again. Look, Kanpai to the worst experience ever. Oh. Maybe this is like Corona. You got to put something in here or something.
I missed that one. What
you know, like mean? Corona tastes decent, but then when you add the lime, it tastes.
The lime. Okay, I see.
No, not like coronavirus. It's like coronavirus. If you don't taste anything, it's great.
I'm like, how do you have stuff?
I've got stories. Oh my God. No. All right, all right. So this is like Corona beer. Like you got to add something to it. Like, does it say? It doesn't say anything. Like,
no, it says this is delicious. Here's the chart of delicious.
Oh yeah, it should say like
compared to the last beer.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
The upward curve here.
That's
wait, it goes down though. It's like yay, and then it goes down. I don't understand.
Why does it go down? I understand graphs. I understand charts, but I don't understand this one's wacky. You got to be really drunk to be like, oh, I guess that makes sense.
Oh, I wish I had some lines upstairs.
Oh my gosh! You know what? I think it should say something on the side that says, "To make this taste delicious, add real beer."
Empty out this can and add real beer into the can.
Do you have any real beer? I want this to taste good. Here, let's just dump it out and add real beer.
Oh God, I'm spilling it on me.
Oh, now you're gonna smell like shit too. Because it tastes like shit. I'm sure if it spills on you, it's gonna smell like shit. It's not derogatory.
And I finally bathed today after like not bathing for 3 days because I was drunk.
What?
I was drunk for 10 days.
Oh my God, you got to be careful, man.
Why am I gonna infect?
No, you're gonna get like scabies or something, right? Or
oh my God, I'm bleeding. What the fuck?
Did you scratch? Oh, you scratched
As soon as you said that, I decided to look at my arm and I'm full on bleeding.
Oh man, that's like a biohazard and gut picture. Actually, that's not the first time we've had blood on the show. Tom's cut himself several times. He broke a glass once and cut himself in my apartment.
I just started bleeding on my own. Well,
oh, I don't know.
This is the first time I'm like, maybe you should edit this part out because this is gross. Usually I'm like, oh, I'm silly on the show, let it go. But I don't know about this one. So
wait, this is like a scab that you touched, right?
I guess so. I think I was just scratching it just now without noticing what I was doing, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, I think you're fine.
Although the other day I was at 7-Eleven buying Budweisers like 2-3 days ago and like I'm bleeding out of my mouth and shit. And I don't know why. And I was like, maybe I have the consumption.
No, you're just an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Budweiser girl came in. She was all beaten up, probably from her boyfriend. Oh, no. Man, domestic violence girl. You know, if you come in there a couple of times, you're all bloody. That's what they're gonna call you. DVG. Oh, DVG came in, domestic violence girl.
No.
Actually, DVG, it's sexless. It could be domestic violence guy, which could be good or bad. The guy shows up with a black eye, like, man, your wife really beats the shit out of you. Like, yeah, I don't even like it anymore.
The only person who's a threat to me is myself. Okay, like this is all that's constantly just happening.
Really? When I'm drinking with Tom, he's the biggest threat with me because that guy is like, well, you know, we're almost out of money, but we have just enough for like 3 shots each. I'm like, what? Come on, Johnny, let's do it. That's not my Tom voice. Actually, Tom says he's kind of sober now. That is his voice. I told you, he kind of sounds like the guy from King of the Hill.
Yeah.
So, Tony, after we buy a little propane, would you like to do some shots? I'm like, yeah, what? Propane and shots? Yeah, just a little bit of shots and propane. It goes together. Okay, let's get into the news. All right, let's take a break, faders. And when we come back, we got the news. Hello, internet world. My name is Johnny, aka the SPILT Inc., and welcome to my Tokyo studio. I'm making this video because I would like to welcome you to a project that I've been working on for some time. And it's a very special project because this project involves love, art, technology, and a little destruction. Actually, let's be honest, a lot of destruction. Well, what I'm doing for my project is I'm taking some of my paintings, for example, Audio Love 3 right here, and I'm minting this painting into an NFT. Then I'm taking this painting and I'm going to destroy it. Now, when I do that, that NFT is going to be the only form of this art in existence, which I think is pretty cool. And who doesn't love a little destruction, right? So go down to my Rarible page down below, click on that link, and purchase this NFT. And when you do, send me a direct message or a DM, and I will send you a video of me destroying this painting in the most sexually violent way ever. Use your imagination. Okay, just joking, just joking. There's no sexual stuff at all. But it's gonna be pretty violent, it's gonna be pretty exciting. So definitely purchase this one and only NFT and see me destroy this painting. It's gonna be a lot of fun and pretty exciting. Thank you for watching my video, and yes, thank you for purchasing this NFT. All right, with that,